Glad you can make it. Before we get started, I wanted you to take a quick look at our wiki site. I did set up a wiki site for this webinar. Now, to get to the wiki site, what you have to do is go to this web page, and I'll highlight it for you here. Right there. That's where you want to go. EDLT 581 Econ Matters 2 2014 wikispaces.com home. Alright, so you're going to go there. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Wikispaces, if you ever used it before, or if it's new to you. If it's new to you, I do have a 4-minute video that gives you a quick overview on what Wikispaces is about. That's here. Now, at some point in today's webinar, we're going to do some collaboration. So, for collaboration, what I have is on this right side panel. And you'll see here collaboration 1, collaboration 2, and collaboration 3. So I'll put you in different groups so you can collaborate with each other. And just so you know what that looks like, if I click on collaboration 1 and you're in group 1, you're going to click on there. It's going to take you to this page. Now, once you're on the page, you can click edit, and you can use this actual space to write things down. But if you want to be a little more creative, you can use the drawing tool, which I have right here, and just click on that link, and it's going to take you to a drawing link page in Google Docs. And so if you and the members of your group want to do something here, that's perfectly all right. Okay, so so you kind of got a quick overview there. So let's go on to today's lecture, which is going to be on math competency. For those of you who don't know, my name is Hamilton Cruz, and I will present today. I am an economist, an educator, an interculturalist. So I guess you can say that I'm a jack of all trades. So let's just click on here. All right, this is going to take us to our slideshow. Give it a moment so it can load up. All right. Finally. So, I know that this is an economics course, and a lesson solely on mathematics might seem out of place. Yet, as anyone who has studied economics knows, that math is kind of the elephant in the room, so to speak. If you're not competent, or you do not have competent math skills, you probably will not go very far in economics. And it's not just in economics, it's in a lot of other fields. So anyone who seriously wants to study economics as a future profession must be competent in math. And I believe that most of us can develop an appreciation for math, despite some apprehensions we might have. And I should know about these kind of apprehensions because I was a terrible math student. I thought math was something that teachers inflicted on us for misbehaving. I could sit and stare at a math problem forever. And if it wasn't for my interest in economics, I may have never turned it around. So when people tell me they have trouble with math, I empathize, and I sincerely believe that my struggles with the subject put me in the perfect position to help those who struggle with it. So, I've told you why this topic is important to me. Now, I think I would like to talk a little bit about why it should be important to everyone else as well. So, here's a supply and demand graph, and it's kind of what I'm kind of saying here. The demand for math competency is our demand, and the supply for skilled workers in the workplace is our supply curve. And when you look at the economy as a whole, we definitely have this demand for people with math competency, but we don't have enough people to fill those roles. Now, Scott Laidlaw is a math teacher who is from New Mexico. He made a documentary that explores this problem. We'll take a quick look. It's redirecting now.
I don't love math. It's like a foreign language.
I can't make any sense out of this.
Math was never easy for me. Mathematics is not my favorite. It's just too difficult.
It's no secret that America's kids aren't doing well in math.
Among 34 developed nations, American students rank 25th in math.
Math is more important than ever. We live in the information age. Data is available at our fingertips. Sometimes the challenge is knowing which data is important.
We take kids who love playing with numbers and letters and words and ideas and turn them into kids who can't wait for school to be over. That's not a natural developmental process. That's a function of bad schooling.
Right, so you get the idea. I'm going to go back to our slideshow. According to the latest results on the 212 Program for International Student Assessment, out of 34 economically developed countries, the United States performed below average in mathematics and ranks 26, not 25 as was reported in the video clip. Arnie Duncan, the Secretary of Education, claims that math competency is more important than ever. And here's his quote. He also states that individual successes and collective prosperity for our country, for our students, is basically stagnant, and we're losing ground, and other countries are passing us as if we are standing still. So our first poll. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that there has not been a significant change in mathematical competency among U.S. learners? And let's look at our results. All right, so let's move on. How do educators address these trends? How we address these trends is the focus of today's webinar. So today's objectives, I call the 3 I's, so we can kind of remember them. Importance, the importance of math competency. To develop why math competency is important, improving math competency. To develop strategies for improving math competency. Incorporating various techniques, to incorporate these various techniques into the framework of our classes. Another famous person, American theoretical physicist Robert Feynman said, "To those who do not know mathematics, it is difficult to get across a real feeling as to the beauty, the deepest beauty of nature." He says that people who do not have an understanding of mathematics lack an appreciation of nature, because mathematics is the language of nature. Other researchers agree and believe that mathematics improves memory, language, attention, temporal sequencing ordering, higher order cognition, spatial ordering. They also feel that math is socially relevant. Critical mathematics empowers learners, leading them to an appreciation of mathematics embedded in our social and political context. So here are our chat questions. How might mathematics fit within the framework of our professional life? The other question is, how could you share this understanding with your learners? So I'll just type that in here real quick. And go ahead and answer these questions. I want to see what you have to say. I'll give you a minute or so just to kind of take a quick look. Okay, great. Got some good answers there. Let's continue. Dan Myers, New York City public school math teacher, stated the following: math reasoning, we'll call it the application of math processes to the world around us. This is hard to teach. This is what we love students retain, even if they do not enter mathematical fields. And here's an example of what he means in his TED Talk, Math Class Needs a Makeover.